Welcome, everybody, to my first ever podcast on YouTube. Let's get those Benjamins. So, my podcast is going to be about making smart NFL bets. Might only be a few a week. Trying to beat the guys in Las Vegas. All right, so first game up. Not a country game. All right, excuse me. First game up. Week 1, Thursday Night Football. Baltimore at Kansas City. My NFL analytics have the Kansas City Chiefs getting 31.2 points to Baltimore 20.2. I like the Chiefs at 3 points. Whether I'm betting it or not, I'm not sure. These Thursday night games can be a challenge. I don't like betting prime time because the players seem like they always bring their best game, and it's hard to predict who's going to win. Next game, Friday, September 6th, and this game is in Brazil. So my NFL analytics says 19.5 for the Philadelphia Eagles to the Green Bay Packers 17.8. The safe play here, and the line's already been bet up. I would take if you can get Philly at 2.5 or the Philly on the money line. I personally am not betting that one. I don't like it. It's just too tight. You don't know what we're going to get with those out of country games. Next game up, Pittsburgh and Atlanta. My handicapping system says Pittsburgh 18.4 to Atlanta 18.8 for Pittsburgh, Atlanta 18.4. My play here is money line. Take the plus 156. Pittsburgh's had some nice additions in the offseason. Justin Fields, Russell Wilson. Atlanta added Kirk Cousins, so this should be an interesting game. Not a clear-cut winner there. Probably going to stay off of it. Next game up, Arizona at Buffalo. My system says Arizona 15.5, Buffalo 19.7. And once again, the line's become unbettable. It's like 3.5, I think. So it's either no bet, or if you can get Buffalo at 3, take that one. Buffalo probably wins this game. So the safe play is probably Buffalo money line. Buffalo's definitely lost Stephon Diggs last year, and so I don't know what team we're going to be seeing. I think Buffalo has the better defense, and it'll come down to that. I think they beat the Cardinals. Next game up, another early game. Tennessee, Chicago. To me, this is no bet. The line's already at 3.5 points. And either take Chicago at 3, money line, or no bet. And I'm leaning toward no bet. The game's too tight. New England at Cincinnati. This is my handicapping says New England actually favored 18.0 to 17.8. Cincinnati, in my opinion, will win this game, but the line is at 9. It's a tough one. So I think no bet. If you're going to play it, take New England in the plus 9. Next game up. This is one I really, really like. Houston and Indianapolis. So my system says 21.6 to Indianapolis 16.2. I think we're going to get some Franklins on this game. Already got a little money in on it. Current line is Houston 2.5 points. Houston just has the better offense, better defense. Colts and Torsley always start off slowly, which means they're going to probably lose. I've got a little money on this and probably going to increase the amount of money I put on it later in the week. Houston probably wins this game 2 to 3 touchdowns, I think. Next game up. Another game I really like, Jacksonville at Miami. So we have Jacksonville 19.1 points to Miami 3 points. Miami 17.6. Now I'm going against the system on this. I feel Miami's much better team. So I'm comfortable with taking Miami in the points. I feel like they probably win this game by at least a touchdown. Miami's just last year number 1 offensive league, Miami. Jacksonville, middle of the road defense. I think Miami's defense is better and their offense is better than Jacksonville. So that's another one I think. Bet what you can on it. I'm betting 50 to 100 probably on that game. I like that one a lot. It's another money pick. Carolina, New Orleans. To me, this is a no bet game. System says Carolina 14.1, 18.7. Once again, the line's moved up stupid. 4.5 points. Vegas is good at doing these, make them unbettable. So personally, I would not bet this. If you're going to bet it, take New Orleans money line. And there we go. The next game up. Minnesota at New York Giants. 18.6 Minnesota to New York Giants 14.2. Now, I'm not making this a money pick. It is week 1, but Minnesota's had some changes. Kirk Cousins not there anymore. Not feeling real strong about this, but I think it's a good play. The current line is Minnesota 1.5 points. That's a good play. I would take the Minnesota in the point and a half. And Denver at Seattle. I've got set 15 points for Denver, 17.2 points for Seattle. To me, this is a no bet. The line's already up something stupid, 3.5, 4.5, whatever it is. I wouldn't bet it. Seattle probably wins this game. To me, it's a money line bet. If you can somehow find Seattle at 3, then I would take it. But hopefully the line moves. Next game up, Las Vegas Chargers. Las Vegas Raiders at the LA Chargers. So my system says Las Vegas 17.7, LA Chargers 16.4. Of course, Jim Harbaugh's in there now, so there should be a change in atmosphere, and but I feel the Raiders are probably going to win this game. So I would take the Raiders in the points +3, or play the Raiders on the money line. Just take the plus, whatever it is, plus money line's always good. Cowboys Browns. This is a tough one. I've got their system says 19.9 to Browns 19.8. If you're going to play it, I think play Cowboys money line. You get it at +120 odds. I always like those plus numbers. This is going to be a tight game. I'm personally not betting it. It's just too tight. I don't know how you call this game. It's going to come down to probably how Deshaun Watson plays. I think Cowboys are a little better team. But it's going to be a tight one. Browns elite defense. Cowboys defense pretty good too. So, I mean, this could come down to a field goal. So, I'm personally going to stay off of it. Next game up, Washington Commanders at the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The system says Washington 14.6 points to the Buccaneers 16.4. I don't like this one. I mean, Buccaneers probably win. This is going to be a tight game. Once again, the number's 3.5, 4.5. I'm not touching it. No bet. Next game up, LA Rams at Detroit Lions. System says Rams 17.3, Detroit 19.9. I don't want to bet this one. I mean, if you can find Detroit at 2.5 or 3, but I think it's already higher, 3.5, 4.5. Staying off of it, no bet. Monday Night Football. This should be interesting. New York Jets, 49. San Francisco 49ers. System says 18.9 to 22.6. Once again, I don't like the spread. I think it's at 5.5, whatever. I don't like it. So it's a no bet or take the 49ers on the money line. And maybe the lines move. So I don't know. So that's what I got for as far as the picks. Now, I do have some player props out there I do like a lot. Jerome Ford, anytime touchdown, or maybe the first touchdown in the Cleveland Brown game. It is a long shot, but those do pay nice if you can hit them. I'd also like Raheem Mostert, anytime touchdown, maybe first touchdown. Tyreek Hill, anytime touchdown. Another one I like, Christine McCaffrey. And I think that's it for week 1. So good luck to everybody, and hopefully we can make some Benjamins this week. So, all right. So